Hey there guys, it's Bobby aka Paginator, and I have got a book haul slash mystery wand unboxing slash little let's chat about books video for you today. And I know that the light's probably coming in really bright on my face, but when you are not in your home and you can't control the lighting situation, you go with what you've got. So I'm sitting facing the window using the natural sunlight to film this video. So let's just get it right into it. I am currently on spring break visiting family, and when I do that, I have to take a little time for myself and go visit bookstores. Even though the bookstores we have here aren't fabulous, they don't have a super wide selection, they are stores with books in them, which I don't have where I live, so yeah. So actually I started at Walmart, which I know isn't a bookstore, but I went there because they have these Harry Potter mystery wands, and I've been wanting to get some just for fun, and I ended up picking up 3. And there's a possible of 9 different wands you can get, so I really hope that with the 3 wands I got, I don't have any duplicates. But we'll take a look at those and see what exactly they are here in a minute. When I went to the actual bookstores, I was able to get some more fun things, but while I was at Walmart, I wandered past the book aisle because I'm me, and picked up a couple of copies of books. I got The Last Life of Prince Alistair, which is the sequel to The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding, and this series is a little bit mysterious, a little bit funny, maybe not the strongest in terms of moving swiftly through the plot, but the writing is really great. There's some fantastic descriptive prose in this series and some really funny moments as well. When I read the first book, I was sitting in a parent-teacher conference, and there was all these other stations with parents and teachers in the same area, and I was laughing out loud, and the other parents and teachers were looking at me like, crazy lady. So I'm excited to read the second one and hope that I get some good laughs from that as well. Speaking of books that make you laugh, I'm currently reading a book that's not YA. It is Craig Johnson's Depth of Winter. If you don't know, Craig Johnson writes adult contemporary Western books. They're called the Longmire series. They're based on a character named Walt Longmire, which has been turned into a TV show that's currently on Netflix. And they're not doing any more new seasons of that, which makes me so sad. But if you need something to watch on Netflix, check out Longmire or go read the books by Craig Johnson. Really fantastic. And they're not old-timey cowboy stories, but they're a current story with a old-timey cowboy character-ish. Because, yeah, that's enough about that. But I've been reading the new book in that series and laughing a lot, we'll just say. The other book I picked up at Walmart is the Wizenard series, and this caught my eye because the book cover has velvet on it, and I impulsively bought it. It has sprayed pages, which is really cool. It has this velvet on it, and the story idea was created by Kobe Bryant. So my students are going to gravitate towards this book if for no other reason than Kobe Bryant's name is on the cover. I have no idea what this is about. I know Wesley King is the actual writer of the book, and I know it's quite a hefty book. I don't know if this is a bunch of stories or, like, I have no clue. But it looked so cool, and I just went for it because when you find a really cool book, and it's a very decent price because it's at Walmart, you get it. So I'm excited for that. Then I went to the actual bookstores, and I went to a bookstore called The Book Table, and I have to say I wasn't super excited about their collection of YA books. I looked through their middle grade books and couldn't find a single one that I wanted to purchase. And then I went to the YA section, and they had some YA books, but they were all either ones that I had already read or just wasn't interested in at the moment. I really wanted to find Evelyn Skye's book, Circle of Shadow, but none of the stores I went to today have that. It's kind of a bummer. But I did find a copy of On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, and I haven't attained a copy of this yet or read it at all, and so I just thought I'd grab that one. And this is by the author of The Hate You Give, if you are familiar with that book. Excellent. I don't even know what this book is about, other than I think that the main character is a rapper of some kind, but it's Angie Thomas, so I'm going to read it. And I've only read one of her other books, but I loved it that much that she's become an auto-buy author for me. The other thing I picked up at that bookstore is a fun little crafty thing to make a golden snitch. They have a whole Harry Potter section at that store, and so it's kind of like a wooden puzzle thing that you build, put together, and you can paint it with paint, or you can use markers or all different kinds of things to decorate it if you want to. I might just put mine together and keep it the natural wood color. I'm a really big fan of natural wood colored items and that kind of thing, and I don't want to put it all together and then ruin it by painting it the wrong way or something. Then I went to my third and final bookstore of the day, and I had picked out 3 books to purchase. I picked up The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, Too Fuzzy, Too Furious by Shannon and Dean Hale. This is the second book in the Squirrel Girl series, and they're novels based on the comic books, I believe. And anyway, I read the first one and really thought it was a fun and funny read, and so when I saw the second one in paperback, let alone, I decided to go ahead and grab it. Then I saw Mustaches for Maddie, and again, this is not one that I know a whole lot about. I know that it's been compared to Wonder for students or anyone who wants a read-along like similar to R.J. Palaccio's Wonder, that you should pick up this one. And it's about a girl named Maddie who loves mustaches. She has this fun, quirky sense of humor, and she'll put a mustache on anything. She wants to be in the school play, and she gets cast as Juliet, and she's like, can I wear a mustache when I'm Juliet? She's kind of just that fun, quirky girl. But then it says, when Maddie starts tripping when she walks and her hand starts curling up at her side, her mom takes her to the doctor, who confirms Maddie has a brain tumor. In an instant, her world is turned upside down. And she really doesn't want anyone else to know. There are some kids in her school that are big-time bullies, and she's trying to deal with life, be a kid, and now with this huge life-altering medical problem. So this seems like it would be a really good one for my middle schoolers to read, because anytime that they can be encouraged to have compassion for others under any circumstances, looks good. I picked a lot of books today based on my students. But this one I picked based on something that I definitely wanted to read, which is The Blood Spell by C.J. Redwine. I have not read any of her other books, so I don't know if I'm going to spoil myself for the other ones, if they're like series or if they're just separate stories set in the same kind of fairy tale-ish world. But she does a lot of retellings, and this one, if you can't tell, is a Cinderella retelling, because we've got the pumpkin here. And what it says on the back is, a brilliant girl, a roguish prince, a dangerous monster. Can Blue partner with the boy she hates most to save her kingdom from a powerful evil? I have another one of her books that's got an apple on it, which I'm thinking has to be a Snow White retelling, but I haven't read it yet because my students keep reading it, so maybe I'll get to read this one before they do. So I was all ready to go and check out, and then I stopped at the little kitchen goods area of the store, and saw something really funny. Funeral potato flavored potato chips. This is such a Utah thing. It made me laugh out loud, and I had to get some of these. If you don't know, funeral potatoes are a potato casserole kind of dish that are called funeral potatoes because they're so easy to make that they're easy to just throw together and take to something like a funeral, whether you're providing food or you're part of the family or whatever. They get served at a lot of, not just funerals, but family events in Utah, and so I just thought that this was super funny. And I'm not going to open a bag right now. They had some samples there at the store, so I was able to taste one, and they taste like potatoes and sour cream, which is exactly what funeral potatoes are. They're potatoes that have been diced or shredded with sour cream and cheese, and you bake them with cornflakes on top, and they're just yummy comfort food. So I'll save these for sometime when I'm feeling like I need a snack. So then I had my 3 books at that store. I had my bag of potato chips, and I was ready to check out. And the lady that was the cashier, she was so sweet, and she was asking, oh, are you going to read these books for yourself? And we got talking about me being a teacher, and she used to be a teacher, and she goes, oh, I have the best idea. I've got this book you have to get. And so she showed me this book. It's called Potion Masters, The Eternity Elixir by Frank L. Cole. And she said, this guy actually works here at the store, or he's here today. And so if you buy this, I can go grab him and he can sign the book for you. And I got looking at it, and it seemed like it would be a fun adventure story, probably middle grade-ish age range. I haven't investigated a whole lot into what the plot's going to be about, but there's a boy on the cover, so I thought, oh, maybe it's a boy main character, all that kind of stuff, and it's a little boy named Gordy. So I thought, oh sure, we might as well just get another book. And then I got to meet an author, and he signed the book to my class, and it said, for Miss Page's class, mix your own magic. So that was kind of fun there. Yeah. So those are my new books. Holy crap, I bought 7 new books today. I did not intend to do that. But that's okay, because this week's spring break, and then next week I have to go on a 3-day field trip with kids. 4-day field trip. 4 days. And I'm going to need lots to read so that I can tune their noise out, right? So that'll be great. So we have come to the time where we can open up these mystery wands. I'm excited to see which ones I get, but I'm so scared that I'm going to have a double of something. I really don't want a double. It's going to make me sad. Okay, the only way I'm going to find out is just to dive in. So I've got my first wand package here, and it says the possible wands are Luna Lovegood, Nymphadora Tonks, Lord Voldemort, Death Eater, Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, Draco Malfoy, and Neville Longbottom. I would love to get Ron's wand because he's my favorite, but as long as I don't get any repeats, I'll be very happy. Alright, so we're going to pull the box out of the package, and we still don't know. We have to open the box. And here we go. What is this? This is Tonks' wand. I'll hold it closer for you to see. And the wand comes with a bookmark, that little, I don't know what you call them, 3D-ish bookmark, so you can see the actress who plays Tonks. I'm not a big fan of products that have like the actors and actresses' faces on them, but it's just a bookmark. It's okay. And the wand is really cool. Let's take a closer look here. Ooh, sorry, I'm making noises. So you can see the shape at the top. And then we've got the stripes here, and then the end is not super pointy, which I like. It's a rounded end, so if you happened to stick it in your pocket or something, you wouldn't stab yourself. You know, it's not as long as the Noble Collection wands. These are not official by any means, but they're just fun wands to have for a display shelf, which is where mine are going to go, and they'll just be fun to have. Alright, so wand number 1 is Tonks. Let's see what number 2 is going to be. Are you kidding me? 9 flippin' different designs, and I have 3 wands, and I got Tonks again. All I can say is if the third one is Tonks, I'm gonna be PO'd. Yeah, I'm not super thrilled about this. Got the box out of the package. Open the box. Please be anyone other than Tonks. Anyone other than Tonks. Anyone other than Tonks. It's not Tonks. Now, it's not Ron either, but it's also not a double. We have a Death Eater wand. So here's the bookmark, and here is the wand. It's very spiky and malicious looking. Like you could whack somebody in the face, just the side of it, and do some serious damage. Death Eaters are not cool. So we now have 2 Tonks wands and 1 Death Eater wand. I might try some more of these in the future. I might not. I don't know. They're a little bit pricey, so I don't know. They're fun to have, and I'm excited to have the 2 that I do have. They will go on my shelf. I have the official Hermione one from when I went to Comic-Con, so I'll have 2 more to add to my shelf and 1 Tonks wanted to give away. Alright, so I think I've talked plenty for today, and I'm getting sick of looking at my own face so shiny and white in the viewfinder of this camera. So we're going to say bye-bye for now. Hope you're having a wonderful and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.